What's going on, people? It's GBP baby. Welcome to another video. It's currently 3 a.m. on Friday the 30th of June. If you're aware, I did miss yesterday's video, unfortunately, due to having some problems with my laptop. But we're back and we're going to get straight into the charts. I did actually make a post on my community tab. You can go check that out if need be. But I'll just show you that post now. So, right, where is it? Here's the image, and you'll see I'd posted this to my community tab, and I stated in the comment that I wanted to see us trade into this buy side liquidity on Thursday and reach the bearish daily bearish order block, which rested up here. So we can go back to today's price action and we'll be able to see our price did exactly that. We reached right, in fact it closed at the daily bearish order block, which is nice to see. We traded into it, and then as you can see we closed at the level I anticipated. If we drop down to the 4 hour, we can have a better look. Actually no, we'll go down to the 1 hour and we'll see how price moved down during London. It did trade lower than expected. It came down and took out this sell side liquidity here. I'll just mark that out. Sell side liquidity. And one thing to notice is when the lows that they take out, what time are the lows that the price is aiming to take out. And you'll notice that this low was created at 9 a.m. on the Wednesday. So we came, which is during the New York session, which is between 7 and 10. So it was the midpoint of the New York session, or just below that, in fact, here. So as price came and took that low, after that, from 8 a.m. onwards, we traded higher very aggressively, not stopping. We pushed consistently higher with the news releases. I believe we had some high impact news releases. That's probably likely what helped cause this. We even gapped higher here, which is nice to see. So it was a very, volatile day today in terms of us moving all the way down, found resistance at this daily inverted imbalance. It then ran lower, took out this sell stop, and then pushed aggressively, considerably higher. And then we found support on top of the buy side liquidity and continued to trade higher again. This is where price is now, and if you look on the daily, on the 4 hour, in fact, I do have some buy side liquidity that I have my eyes on here. I'd like to see Friday push into this buy side liquidity. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark out this fair value gap that's resting just above it, because I do anticipate price to want to trade into that. And we'll make that orange, and I'm going to type in fair value gap. So it'd be nice to see if on Friday we can start to trade and push into this fair value gap. If we find support within it, I'd then expect us to fill it. However, as we know, Friday, especially after volatility like this all week, this big movement, I'm not expecting too much. I'd expect it to be quite consolidated, but overall I'm expecting higher prices on dollar tomorrow. So we'll take a quick look at GBP. I do have some markings already, but we can see that GBP moved. GBP was more consolidated today in terms of how it moved. I'll just mark out the daily dividers. It was very typical price action, but where is it? Thursday, and then we'll mark out Friday. And you can see that we moved higher, similarly to dollar. Took out buy side liquidity resting here, and then you can see price and turned around aggressively, traded lower, taking out sell stops resting in the London session and from the previous New York session. Once we traded below into this low, you can see price moved up away from it, and we've been consolidating since. Overall, to be honest, and also actually it's important to take note that on GBP I was anticipating this low specifically to be getting taken. Why this low? Because price likes to hunt for daily lows. So you can see this candle took out daily lows here, and then we stopped just in this one. So that's why I anticipated that the Thursday we would dip down into this daily low, and that's exactly what happened. Now I have my eyes set on this this daily bullish order block. I'm going to just write that out, bullish OB, and I'll make that in the center. I'll make that black. So the same way I'm expecting dollar to trade up into its fair value gap that I have marked out on the 4 hour, I expect pound to want to reach down into this bullish order block that's on the daily. And then once it touches that, I'd expect some kind of reaction and for us to then start hunting for some kind of buy side liquidity. And this seems like some engineered liquidity that's likely to be getting taken probably in the new week. I doubt that's going to happen tomorrow. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. Euro fails to take out this low. Euro showing a lot of strength recently, so I haven't really been playing too much with Euro. You can see that GBP's had a lot more weakness this week, so I'm keeping my eyes on GBP. And yeah, man, that's pretty much everything. But on Sunday, I'll obviously do a weekly review. We're gonna have a good in-depth look at the markets, and yeah, it should be interesting. So thanks for watching, guys. This has been GBP Baby, and I'll catch you on Sunday. Peace.